All right, the Lions lose on Thanksgiving, and they've got some real problems. Now we got to keep in perspective. Lions 8-3 after Thanksgiving. I think at the beginning of the season, if someone would have told you that, you'd sign up for it every every time, right? And so we all get that. But I think over the last 3-4 weeks, it's been a little bit like, man, and it's like, do we have too high expectations? Where are we at with this team? So I have four things that really stood out to me this week and last week when it was like, what's going on here? So, and they all kind of go together. So the first one is turnovers. Bottom line, when you have turnovers, especially our offense. Our offense is our team and really makes us go. So when our offense is clicking, the defense can help respond off that. But when the offense is turning the ball over, then you put our defense, who's an an average defense. I don't know. Again, we can argue our defense forever, but they're middle of the road. They're nothing outstanding, but they're not terrible. And hey, believe us, we've been there where we have a terrible defense. We're not terrible by any means, but we're just not good enough to be put in those tough situations. So we're turning the ball over. Why are we turning the ball over? There's pressure. It's not getting the ball out quick. The offense has been, this is point number two, clunky offense. And I'm not pulling anything up on the screen here. I'm just talking. Let me know your thoughts in the comments here for a minute. Clunky offense. It's clunky. And again, if we pull up the all 22, what is it? And you saw us do. I felt like Ben Johnson's been a really good when we're in a slump, he finds a play that's like, okay, there we go. And it's like, where's that slump buster play? Like, throw that out there. Got it? Where is it? Nothing? Okay. Well, then we're just gonna be in a slump. And then in this game, we were really caught in between multiple times, meaning it's fourth down. We're down by 2 scores. I think we should probably just go for it, but it's 4th and 6, and it's like, oh my gosh. So we were caught in between a lot. So I don't blame some of the fourth down things that we did, and some of the calls that we made when it came to fourth down, but it just the offense was clunky. Now, if we look at it, let me just pull this up here as we look at the Lions schedule and what's kind of transpired over these last few days. So Raiders dominate, awesome. We had a pick six in there and still just dominated them. But Chargers, Bears, and now Packers. It's like this one was a fine. Our defense struggled here, but these last two winnable, both at home. Oh my gosh, really clunky. So that's number three. Number four, no pass rush. And you saw the Packer game today. I mean, when you look at pass rush. They had a pass rush, we didn't, and they just dominated us. I mean, we just couldn't do anything. Goff didn't have time, and that goes back to the innovation part where I just feel like we're not. Where's the? It was a lot of drop back. Just they were teeing off on us. But anyway, we didn't have a pass rush, and a part of that again is that they were ahead of the chains. They could do some motion. We were backed off a little bit, but still, it just I don't know why the pass rush isn't there. And that brings me to point number four. Love to see us blitz once in a while. I understand that puts you in a vulnerable position. There's a reason why you don't blitz, but can we blitz a little bit? Can we do the double A gap show blitz and not blitz and back out? It just, again, another slump buster type of play where, okay, we're not making anything really happen here. Let's blitz. Let's do something. And I get staying patient defensively and making the other team go the length of the field and all that. And don't get aggressive. Don't get too aggressive. But it just feels like both offensively and defensively, where's that play to be like, there we go. That's a sack we needed, or that's pressure. That's a nickel coverage. That's a nickel blitz. It just feels like defensively, it's like take the fight to them once in a while and just see what happens. I mean, because we needed a boost earlier than when we got the boost, both offensively and defensively. Waiting around, when's this play going to happen? What's going to happen here? Let's take a shot, or on offense or defensively, let's do a nickel blitz, a safety blitz, an all pressure zero, force the action a little bit defensively. That's one that really is hard for me to get over. Because I can't put this on the defense. The defense was again put in terrible positions. Fourth downs weren't making it. Turnovers, a scoop and score. I mean, that's a huge. You just can't overcome that stuff. And defensively, it's hard to get really good read. I think they're fine defensively. It's fine, but I just would have hoped for both offensively and defensively something to make a play when we were in trouble. So the Lions have a couple problems. The things we just mentioned, but then again, just the depth overall. The main problems are just the depth and the explosiveness on the defensive line, which is a little strange because we've got a lot of different players. You'd think somebody would rise up other than Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil a little bit for sure. And then the offensive innovation that we've raved and raved about. And look, you got to, over a 17 game season, you're going to have 2, 3, 4, 5 games that just see NFL that aren't clicking. You can't be clicking all the time. Then you'd be like an all-time offense. Maybe they thought they were, whatever, but they're not. You gotta expect these types of games, but it just can't linger because the offense makes us go. So we need to see the offense make moves, and if they're turning over, it just can't happen. I mean, just what are you gonna do? And then you're going for it on fourth. I mean, it's like, geez, we can't. Every fourth down was like 4th and 6, and it's like, there's a difference between that and 4th and 1. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. Just kind of rambling here. Lions are struggling these last 2 weeks, but again, one get away with, one you just get crushed. But 8-3, you can't be mad at that. I mean, 8-3 after Thanksgiving, take it all day. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of